All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Sharif and Friends here on NBA 2K14. I believe the way things are going, we're going to be able to make it up to the All-Star break tonight, considering we have Houston, and then we don't really have a competitive game, it looks like, until Golden State. And then there's the All-Star break, and then it would be Atlanta. So it's weird, you know, with the level of people that are in this. You think it goes up a little bit. How's my TEW 2020 coming along? What's a good way to say it? It's coming along good, although it's not everything that I was like planning on it to be. Like, not the game wise, but like I was off for like a solid week from work. So literally I had like a week from, you know, today's the first day I've been back since like the 20th or the 21st. Because I was supposed to be gone. Here, let me start up on the Rockets game. I was supposed to be gone in Tampa at the beginning of the month for Mania weekend for some of the little stuff there. Ooh. Fuck. Is that actually like a 93, 94 Houston? I do like these Houston ones. These Rocket ones are okay, but I always had a soft spot for these ones, but those are actually some dope uniforms. I like the old ones. I don't think I've ever seen the black ones. I might do that just for the hell of it. Yeah, it's a bit late of a stream. Let's go hit that. Anton Jameson was already in by 2000. I don't know why I thought he was like a little bit later. He must be a rookie or very. Oh wow, Eddie Jones, Gary Payton, Sabonis. Jesus, they got a pretty good team. But something wrong with the sound. It might just be like your record. You might just want to try. What is it? Refreshing. It doesn't look like I've been dropping any frames, so. But yeah, my TEW 2020 has been going okay. It's just I was off for a while, and yeah, I ended up taking the time off because I'm like, well, I still kind of want some sort of vacation, even if I'm not really doing anything. And yeah, so it was okay, but yeah, I planned to get some what is it? Some background and other skin work done, and I didn't end up doing that. Are they just gonna let him? Oh, come on! I was like, are they just gonna let him fire from the corner here all the time? But yeah, I had a. Oh Jesus! Yeah, I had a plan to try to get a bunch done, and then I really didn't. I did get at least, you know, the outline for things I wanted to do for my local to global. Or it feels weird to not see local to global because it's not that anymore. Oh, that's a long two. I probably should have just gone in. That's all right. He was open. It's not really local to global, but local to global has a nicer ring to it than insignificant to Titanic. Shit. At the home show for the go home show for Damnation. Nice. Yeah, I didn't want to change too much of the schedule, but I think when I was doing the last few months of stuff where I was kind of cutting out some pay-per-views and putting in like Infamouses. I almost feel like I would have kept going with that instead of doing monthly pay-per-views, but I just didn't take that out of the oh shit, that's some good moves by Nayland. Yeah, I just didn't take him out of the schedule because I'm like, well, everything's there in case people want to keep going with monthly shows. Or they can just do the big four and then some Infamouses in between. Did I fire Shane? I did manage to convert that to TEW 2020 just to see how it all looks. Add EO to his database. What? Yeah, I converted that over just to see how it all looked in 2020. It's kind of neat. There's a few things to fill in, but
And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. Of course, there's the Rockets, a couple spots below. Seeing where the Rockets are.
But yeah, at least I got a few things set up for my locally global, and just to see like how much, like what it would sort of take to be able to, oh my God, and he finished. Holy shit. Maybe I should keep Lee Nayland around. I should keep him around. I don't know. I got to be honest. If I get Kwame in this next draft, and I can build him up into something, then obviously Duncan goes back to power forward, and then Kwame becomes my starting center.
On target from 13 feet. Boy, he really used his height there. He sure did, Steve. I mean, a nice touch on
Oh. Ah, damn it.
Jameson with the defensive effort. Rockets trail by 3. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Coach Flip Saunders.
But yeah, it's been I don't know. The last like day and a half has been not the most fun. Jesus. Oh, suck it. There we go. But yeah, I had to fill out a form for something I bought on Etsy to show up, and it said it got delivered, and then it didn't get delivered. Like, it wasn't in my mailbox or anything, even though the tracking says that it was. So I'm not happy about that. And it tells me I need to get a P.O. box. So I don't have to worry about that shit. Oh. Ah, I tried to draw a foul there, and it didn't happen. I don't like this new Houston Rockets with Anton Jameson at the helm. Is there an NHL game that I like best on PS3? Been wanting to play NHL kid. Which years were good? I was never much of an EA NHL guy, so I'm a bit biased towards NHL 2K10. It took me a little bit to find like a good. It's really weird to try to find a good working copy of it, or at least an American one too. It's weird because I think like twice before I ended up getting an actual American copy, I somehow got Japanese copies of NHL 2K10. Yeah, it's all right. I think it'll be fine. Looks like Hoiberg's coming in. Let's see. Pfizer, Alston, Lewis. Okay, yeah, this is definitely the B team. Every last one of our bench guys. Oh. Ah. There we go. Japanese copies of NHL 2K sounds very on brand. Yeah, it's weird. It's fine. It's not like it works it's not like it works all that differently from from regular American copies. It's just if you want like new rosters, it's all pretty much using the It's all pretty much using US copies, so it's attached to like US tags. Fuck.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution.
There we go.
Player movement, setting up assists.
Aside from the panty party mode.
Pass to Fox. 1:30 left in the first.
Yeah, you know. The difference between the American copies and the Japanese copies is Alex Ovechkin is in lingerie.
Slams it back in.
Can you imagine this like simulation NHL game, but the Japanese copy's the same thing, but with big anime titties? It's like I don't remember Sidney Crosby having fat anime titties, but yet here he is.
Feeds it to Lewis.
There you go. Fucking A+ shot again.
Shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
Number 2.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. God damn it.
Kukoc. And the layup's good off.
Oh, I'm having issues this game. This one will probably be a pretty close game at this point.
Off on the offensive boards, guys.
Up. Back him in.
He's guarded by Williams. Here's Pfizer, and he makes
Hey, there we go.
Well at taking advantage of some
Crosby.
rotations and getting the ball into the paint. Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
It was weird. Every time we checked him into the boards, he ended up losing a piece of clothing. I don't understand this Japanese copy of NHL.
pass to Williams. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Oh shit.
Now Alston.
Oh god, that was terrible. I didn't realize he has such a weird jump shot.
Filling it up. Orlando out in front. They lead by 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
The bounce physics.
Sunday.
They all have personality types, but it's not like expressive or anything. It's all like tsundere.
Center. Don't miss out.
Here we go. Come on.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And from what we
I tried to re-sign Evgeny Malkin, and he's like, "It's not like I wanted to re-sign with you or anything, Baka." It's a weird Japanese copy. Avoid watching any perverted anime shows. No. I've been watching an anime show, but not a perverted one.
Lewis, right side. Hedge, guarded by
There we go.
And the shot is good. Rockets trail by 3. And
We're just straight up hentai.
Coach is out there with Williams. Then it's Curry. And there's Terry. And it's Chapman in at the 2. Terry kicks to Curry. Back to Terry.
Come on. Oh, shit.
Kukoc.
It's Tony Kukoc. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Stop it.
As he misses, he'll go to
Let
line.
it get a rebound.
And what I like about him, he needs
God
very
damn it.
little time to get his shot off. If he has
Tell me the plot then. It's Rising of the Shield Hero.
catch and shoot situation,
It's a very normie-esque show. I think that's probably one of the more, like, Rising of the Shield Hero does have a bit of a normie filter in the first episode,
Lewis dishes to Duncan. Guarded by
but
Kukoc.
it's a very interesting show.
Shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. For Orlando, they'll hit just 2 free throws.
I think it's like a step below in the normie levels, like with than what is it? Something like My Hero Academia. It's not quite that bad, but yeah. Have I streamed TW 2020 yet? I have not. The menus are a bit messy, but I've been using a couple of mods that take out the thick white grids. It's just it's weird because like I don't know. The user interface is like kind of icky. It's not terrible. It's not as bad as everyone says it is, but it is like there is a lot of like stuff on the screen. The screen is very full, just for the sake of it. It's like, oh yeah, I have more screen. You know, it's like a bigger resolution that you can use now, so they take advantage of it by just kind of cramming everything on there. It's like, you know, blank space is nice. You know, it's always nice. What's the name again? Rising of the Shield Hero. Oh, if you're going to look up female characters. Download the demo. You want to go back to 16 almost immediately. I thought about that too, and I'm like, I'm gonna give it a chance, because especially with the local to global series, like they made it pretty much impossible in 2016. It seems like it's at least semi-possible in 2020 now that you can pay people realistic amounts of money. Because that was one of the things that irked me about 2016 is it's like, I know dudes who run local stuff around here, and no-name talent does not get paid $200. What are you doing, Timmy? Yeah, hot dog and handshake is damn right. I was very happy with that, because I was like, dude, no-name talent does not get paid they don't even get paid $100. And so once it got down to like base pay of like $20, I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. That's closer. Is it out or just beta? It's just in beta right now. It was supposed to be out today, but you cocksucker. It was supposed to be out today, but damn it. But there were too much what is it? There was too many bugs. More bugs than he thought there was going to be. I guess just because of all the little options and stuff, didn't quite, assume there was going to be so much, so it took an extra couple weeks. Tanuki girl. Yes, there's a raccoon girl. There's a bird girl, too. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Fuck you, Gary Payton. Hey, anyone who watches Rising of the Shield Hero, though, Raftalia is bae. Raftalia is fantastic.
And he makes the first.
And she went through some shit in that show. I just got to the episode that like showed her whole backstory, and it's like, oh God, she went through hell and back before she became who she is now. Do we know when the full game will be out? He said May 14th. If he gets done beforehand, he might release it beforehand. I'm just going to assume May 14th then. Final Fight main event's going to be the playback of Tozawa versus Shibata. Nice. I actually had my own, like, I had a few ideas that I had in my head of what I wanted to do, which is why I wasn't going to do the 2 pay-per-views. I wasn't going to do Damnation and Revolution. If I continued with it, I was probably going to do another Infamous 6 weeks later. My idea was to take like a chunk of the winners from Anniversary and put them in like a single elimination tournament to determine the number 1 contender. The idea is that I ran back Tozawa and Shibata at that Infamous, and then I would probably have Tozawa win, and I know that would probably be that would have made people even more to have Tozawa definitively beat Shibata. And presumably run Hiromu versus Naito again, considering they kind of have had like a split kind of they've kind of no, I think they've had what? They had one draw and then Hiromu won once. And then I'd probably have Naito win, and then Naito would challenge Tozawa at Final Fight. Would have been my idea.
Taking a look at Orlando, and not a surprise really to see them sitting there, the number one spot in the conference, the excellent brand of basketball.
The whole thing, actually, my plan was to have it sort of lead to Hiromu winning the title from Tozawa, probably by blackout or Tokyo Vendetta. So, like, by either the big blackout event or actually in Japan, Hiromu wins the title. That was my plan.
Exactly what they wanted to do. This is a very good basketball team.
Jamison with a screen on Bibby. Jamison,
But I don't want to do too much to
Davis.
influence that, especially considering you're running back Tozawa versus Shibata. You're running Hiromu versus Naito at Final Fight. Yeah, the goal would be is that you finally get like a definitive. Here's a number one contender to challenge for the title.
Duncan's got 8 here in the quarter.
And then Hiromu was almost certainly going to be the next champion.
Shaking off the rust here in the quarter.
Screw Shibata like that.
Jones, the best.
I knew it wasn't going to be a popular decision. I knew that wasn't going to be popular.
Here's Davis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line.
Juice versus Nick Jackson TV title. Interesting.
The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
Guys, this has been one of the weaknesses
Yep.
for this team all season long. They're shooting just
I think
71% as a
one of
team.
my ideas for that, one of my ideas I think for that would have had some sort of run back of, I don't know if I would have done a straight
And he's good.
rematch of Juice and Mulligan. My idea was that Mulligan would just go full like piece of shit, like crazed heel that
Now Naylor.
is just becomes sort of like unstoppable. And then I was probably going to give him sort of like, I can't remember if I took the Antichrist character off Sonata or not. I thought I did, but I would give sort of an Antichrist of pro wrestling gimmick to Mulligan.
Get it to go.
And he ends up basically being just completely out of control after losing the title. And my idea eventually was to bring in, I think for Blackout, my idea was to bring in Bray Wyatt to do an Antichrist versus Fiend match, which is probably one of the better bookings you could do of the Fiend at this point.
Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10. Number 1, the Magic.
What
In
cities
third, the
Vince
Rockets.
McMahon were in 9 months before Tyrone was born?
Both these teams really on fire right now, and I think it's a result of good, unselfish basketball.
There we go.
Peyton, that's good.
But they're going to take tough.
Yeah, we're still up by 12. I didn't even realize that. I was just sitting here kind of talking. That's what happened. Man, they're really lax on D. Man, this Rockets team, shit. This Rockets team already learning the ways of current. It's 2001 Houston Rockets with the 2019 Houston Rockets defense.
He's got 8.
Rising of Shield Hero is just a later version of Shovel Knight.
The Fox.
I mean, whatever you want, dude. Have fun.
The Magic.
It's a good show.
And you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you
It could be so much worse. There could be so many worse ideas. Oh my god. Here's in the middle of telling mom some questions. It explains why my mom's against wrestling
Clocking game clock. And the best at good.
every time. That's why I try not to say too much about like if I'm going somewhere and it's like, oh, like when I was going to Japan, it was one of those things. Oh, what are you going to Japan for? I'm like, probably gonna see a lot of wrestling shows. She's like, wrestling, going all the way to Japan to see wrestling. Like, I wanted to shoot,
So we
but
wrap up the first half. Magic lead by 9. We'll have the start of the third quarter for you shortly. It's the Sprint
oh, a
halftime
lamer
show
version of
with Derek
Shovel Knight.
Bruce.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. Good afternoon, Hoops fans. This is the halftime report.
I don't know. I don't know if you'd say it's a lamer version of Shovel Knight. Does Shovel Knight have fake rape accusations?
Best record in the conference. Tim Duncan getting pretty much everything he tries against the Rockets. He's got 8 points, and it's
Mistake
been a good overall
concrete for
defensive
what
game
the
for
fuck?
him. He's brought a nice
You know, I did pretty a-okay in Tokyo, which is honestly like bigger than New York City.
Some teams from the East are mixing it up in that one. That one tips off at 6:30 Eastern. And another game that's coming up for the Spurs, they'll be up against the Celtics in Boston. That one gets going.
I wonder if the Spurs will be able to keep McGrady.
Here's what's going on in the rest
Spurs will probably do good if they can keep McGrady around.
the Lakers out in Los Angeles. Now let's head back out to the start of the second half.
You must have the
Kevin
early
Garnett,
game.
Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. Take it away.
The Sprint halftime report presented by Sprint.
You've been watching Dark Side of the Ring. I have. I've been watching bits and pieces, but not a ton. Because you're a weeb. Just follow the cute girl.
Magic leading by 9.
That's hard. There's a lot of them in Tokyo.
Here's Naylor. The jump. Davis with the block. Out of bounds as Orlando
Wow.
keeps possession.
He looks so happy that he blocked me so hard.
You see where he stands. 3rd in blocks, 6th in rebounding.
Follow the cute
Such a
girl and
good
you'll get to
offensive
Wrestle
player.
Kingdom.
His patience, his efficiency, he's ranked in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And you addressed this spot as well.
Uh,
Average blocks per game, Steve. And I tell you what, that makes a huge difference on the team's defense. When you got a shot blocker in there, it can change
Vince
things for
didn't
you.
have money. He'd be a massive perverted simp.
We've got Davis.
I mean, what the hell do you think WWE in the Attitude Era was? It was. I feel like he is a billionaire simp. He paid people like Trish Stratus and Sable a lot of money to be able to treat them like shit in the ring.
Offline with his 3. Orlando's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Magic have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight. 7 for 10.
Between making Trish Stratus bark like a dog, they had this. A lot of the stuff was Sable. I don't think. No, he did stuff with 2003 Sable.
From the field in this one.
And then there was the Tori Wilson stuff back then. Just about all of them had some weird thing with him.
Got 9.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication
He's just willing to give these women a full career and national TV exposure to be a simp.
Plays it up and banks it in. 13 points in the game.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half.
That's the wrestling hot take of the day.
Made 3 out of 4.
Vince McMahon, the world's wealthiest simp.
Due to fall here soon, they're only 1 of 4 since the break.
Jones kicks to Peyton. Back to Jones.
Unless, of course, we find out Elon Musk is just shelling out money to Twitch e-girls.
Peyton outside. And count it from 19 feet away. Peyton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today. And they've
There you go.
Hardaway. It's good. The assist this time from Bibby.
All right, let's get this back under control.
you just
Play
gotta
the beta
love the fact
database,
that
set no force, TNA, Shamrock decided he was signing with WWC, used him to get CM Punk over. He was furious for his entire last 28 days.
Defensively, when you give
Very
up
nice.
points in the paint, that's inexcusable. So that's the reason for this timeout here.
I think it came down to the fact they were getting beat inside. And that's
Vince
why
will give you
they called
$500,000 a
timeout.
year and a
They
title
figured out
run
a
if
way
he
to
can
battle
lay
inside.
pipe.
And the Rockets making a change here. Williams is checked in. Peyton dishes to Jamison. It's hauled in by
There
Duncan.
you go.
Duncan's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
It has not been an easy quarter for
Ah!
at least offensively speaking.
There you
Not
go.
that late, but you do have
Oh,
to
he
make
is not
the
happy
aggressiveness
about
to
that.
go after the block, but that one's going to count.
Rockets trail by 8.
But yeah, now that I've gotten used to 2020, I don't know if you can run because I've been trying to figure out the logistics
Duncan with the
of doing
Fires covered by
the logistics of running like a 0000 promotion again. You're definitely gonna lose money. So I don't know if it's still a thing where
side. Good on the shot.
it takes a little bit for you to declare bankruptcy.
Magic lead.
Because I think in 2016 that was the thing where they wouldn't close in on your company within the first year, so you had some time to like get yourself back in.
No good off the front iron.
You really don't want to see him missing those mid-range shots, but when he's open, he's got to shoot it.
Oh, Pfizer.
As the Rockets gain possession. And let's go quickly to the
It definitely issues in the database. WWE held the Royal Rumble 4 days later was WrestleMania. Yeah, it was weird when I converted my database, my Hawkeye Pro database. They added in a couple extra events throughout the year. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Why did they just do that? I didn't ask for that.
There's the screen to stop the run. It's blocked by
Damn. The blocks by Duncan have been aplenty. That's probably what's mostly keeping this on our end. Dude, the blocks in this game. All right. I think he probably could have gotten around him.
Abdur Rahim. He's guarded by Williams. The basket.
Hey,
He'll go to the line with a chance to make it.
have I seen the anime from this season? I have not.
In traffic. When he gets inside, has a kind of an uncanny way.
Yeah, I think stuff that I've been watching has been, I think, at least a year old now. I think this is one of the first seasons that, it's one of the first seasons in a while I just like haven't really looked up anything, haven't picked anything. I think it's because I've gotten used to the fact that every season I would pick something and then watch a couple episodes and I just wouldn't get back around to it. Even if I enjoyed it, I don't know what it is. Sometimes I just don't get back around to it. So I think before I try to squeeze anything else in to watch, finish up what I've already started. It was my plan to win the Royal Riot. I gotta be honest, I think I might have shelved that. I think I probably would have ended up shelving that. I don't know if I would have done it again. I didn't have a direct winner right away.
You're usually going to be in pretty good shape.
From the top of the key, he buries it.
Avatar's coming Netflix. That is anime better than most anime.
Magic have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Got that one.
Hey.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the
Not
discrepancy.
sure. You could always give yourself a little cash buffer via the editor. Pretend you have some backing or took out a small loan. Then just deduct that when you're stable and have a cash flow. I think what I might end up doing is just give myself, because I kind of realized I'm like, okay, I can start to make a positive income on sponsorship once I'm at a certain level, and it'll probably take me X amount of events to get to that point. So I'm thinking if I give myself like 10 grand to start instead of 0, I could probably survive if I just run bare minimum stuff for the first like couple of years. And then I can really start to kind of chug forward with shows.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into it.
I definitely think this time around will be slower going to get up there, because I think there won't be. I think there's just probably a few more barriers than there was in like 2013, 2016. But I mean, we'll see.
Up and in with force after the offensive rebound.
And you're watching new stuff. Some older series, 13 of Steins Gate 0. I never got around to watching Steins Gate. It always seemed kind of interesting, but then again, I am, for all intents and purposes of how much I get shit on, and how much fun they make of what I watch, I do tend to watch a lot of fluff. I'm a big fluff watcher. Like if it's cutesy and funny, I'll probably watch it. I think slice of life comedy is like my wheelhouse, and it's really, really dumb. But it just always, that's how it happens. Which is weird that I got so into Rising of the Shield Hero. Ah, damn it.
And here is Curry. Here's the three.
Oh.
But they recover.
Yeah, I'd say there are definitely shows that aren't like fluff like that that are like much darker or much more serious that I got into, but I don't know, for some reason that's just the stuff I like to watch most of the time. God damn.
Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game.
After one stream taking time this audience. Dude, my audience just ends up leaving on their own. I finally hit 6,000 subs on YouTube. And I'm like, Jesus. I'm surprised that people stick around.
Up by 15. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
What do you got here? Oh. It's a Naito gif. Oh, did someone throw the hat onto him? Oh, no, they put the hat onto him like a crown. Gotcha. Sign-in kick after watching Zanku no Terror. Yeah, I end up doing a lot of sign-in stuff, which is really weird because like a lot of my friends do the shonen. They're big shonen people. Like when like I gotta kind of tell them when they start talking about stuff. They're like, "Oh, did you watch the new blah blah blah?" It's like I don't really watch shonen. I don't like. They'll talk about what happened in Dragon. Yeah, they were like, "Oh man, we found the new Dragon Ball Super Broly. We found a video of it. Here, do you want a link to it?" And I'm like, I don't watch Dragon Ball Super. And then they'll talk about the new My Hero Academia. They just had a new movie, I think. Was it My Hero Academia? I forget what they just had. They just had some new movie come out very recently, like very recently. I want to say it was My Hero Academia, but it might have been something else. And they were trying to organize a whole thing for it, and I just sat out because I'm like, I haven't been watching it. You have the next few champions planned out for Hawkeye Pro. As far as, let me say, like the heavyweight champion, that was about it. As far as I got to was by Blackout or Tokyo Vendetta was when I crowned Hiromu the champ. Who he was going to lose to at that point, I had no idea. Damn it! Come on. All Dragon Ball shows have done the same stories just with new visuals. I don't, that's not. That's what they watch. I'm not gonna get on. I'm not gonna judge them because I know they could easily judge me and what I watch. MHA released a movie in January. Okay, so it was probably that then. Shonen is too many episodes. You're currently reading JoJo Part 3. I've always heard so many good things about JoJo and never got into it at all. Oh, One Punch Man was another one. I've heard them talk a lot about One Punch Man, and it was like, I know it's on Netflix. I know, or at least I think it was on Netflix, and they were talking about it. It's like, I know it looks like a good show. It looks like something I'd want to watch, but Here's the boost story of a boneless ass have more definition. Yeah, as far as like other champions in Hawkeye Pro, I don't think I planned out any other ones. Mostly because I knew I was done. Besides some of the long-term stuff, I didn't really plan out. And I probably would have been able to, if I planned out a couple more things, maybe I would have a better idea of who would be next champions in line, but I didn't really have much of an idea at that point. There we go. Here's how you win. Don't watch anime. Oh. It's weird we only got Sabonis at one right now. Oh, Jesus Christ. There we go. That was much nicer.
Davis has checked in for Fox. Rockets trail by 18. Number 41.
Oh, shit. Nope. Okay, we're good.
Magic have gone 2 of 3 for the field.
Camp WWE is my second favorite anime.
Jameson covering. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be.
That was probably borderline. That was probably a borderline block, but I'll take the goaltending. Why not?
Shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
New computer charges, you can return to Fire Pro. I thought about that recently.
Here's Peyton.
There's a lot of good DLC. It's just everything's like at least $20. It's like, oh, here's an entrance maker. Here's an entrance maker. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. $19.99. What the fuck? Why?
It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
The stardom packs would be kind of cool, but I don't want to spend no $40 on what 24 characters, maybe, who I already have edits of. Anyway, it's like I already have like fan-made edits of some of these characters. I don't know if I need to care that much now.
The ball now defended by Bibby. Peyton kicks to Jamison to halt the run. Bank shot.
Your third favorite WWE is The Chaperone, starring Triple H. Ah, that really.
Going 0 for 4 so far.
It's been a problem in the Fire Pro Discord.
With their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
Oh, the amount of DLC and the price of it.
Just the shot they wanted.
Is that an issue? I can see it being that.
Here in the fourth, a lot of misses. Just
Fire promoters,
feed to Jones.
yeah. At this point, TEW's coming out, so I don't really care too much about Fire Promoter.
To the inside.
I wouldn't watch most of the things anyway, so I was kind of jazzed about Fire Promoter, but once they announced a new TEW, I was like, that's all right.
After another inside.
And then once I also realized like how easy it looked like it kind of was to gain popularity and money,
Jones has done so far.
because it looked like it didn't take very much to end up having more money than God in that game. So DLC has been weak and overpriced. Yeah, I can see that.
That one falls for Jones.
Like, there's no reason why a parts editor needs to be $20. There's no reason why an entrance editor needs to be $20. This is why people just like. This is probably why people just get to they just
One falls, so he hits
bother Carlzilla to make mods for this. Like, hey, listen,
Orlando
the mod support's been good, so they just bug Carlzilla so that he can make free versions of what Fire Pro's charging $20 for.
gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from
Yeah,
downtown.
TEW doesn't have German suplexes that throw you out of the ring. There's at least that much.
To Peyton.
Adam Ryland messing up TEW with outdated programming code. Yeah, but you'll probably get banned from the GDS forums and Discord for talking about the fact that I'm not surprised, honestly. I feel like a lot of people don't.
Gonna be a treble.
I feel like a lot of people tend to forget that Adam Ryland's been doing this for like 20 plus years. I can't remember what his first game was. Yeah, because people talk about the fact that he's using like basic 6 or something like that. And someone's like, oh, I can't believe he'd use that. And it's like, the dude's like, at least in his 40s, I think. Like, if you think about it, he started making whatever that first, even before EWR, whatever it was before EWR. That was like, what, 99, 2000? Like, let's make an assumption. Let's make the base, the very lowest assumption is that he was making a game like that in college. That was still 20 years ago. So he's at least 40. So knowing like I've known some people who, you know, had computer degrees, 39 according to Google. It's weird to think that. I would suspect him. I mean, I don't know if he's said exactly how old he is, but I can't imagine it's only 39. I thought he'd be like his mid 40s maybe. Graduated 2001. Okay. So I was right in the assumption that he probably worked on that first game in college. But either way, I mean, that's
Working on Jamison.
Oop.
Duncan goes in.
damn it.
Cash in from close range.
So it's still 39 years old, because I know some people who got, you know, programming degrees 20, 30 years ago, and they're like, I have an uncle who got a programming, he got a computer science and programming degree back in like,
Second 3 of the half.
I don't know, the 80s, And very quickly he ended up like he had kind of a midlife crisis because he ended up getting, it was like what, mid 2000s, he ended up getting laid off from his programming job because you just like you don't end up like learning too much more about unless your job requires you to kind of keep up on new systems, you might not learn it. I mean, they still use e-license, for God's sake. Good design and substance is always superior to a shallow game that tries to hide its weakness with flashy presentation. Is that what was said? Oh, good Lord. I mean, it's a good game, but yeah. Yeah, if you just look at the difference though between like a Football Manager, like even Football Manager Touch, like because I have I got Football Manager Touch, I think it's 2020 on my Switch, and like it's nice clean interface. It's not too bad, it's real nice, but intricate detail without sacrificing playability. I mean, I think you just I'm just gonna kind of take it for what it is because it's not really gonna get all that better. he's at least less cringy than say fucking Yandere Dev, who's really doesn't have all that much to oh my God, who really is hacky with a lot of his really hacky with a lot of his programming, and then is very up his own ass about it. So I'd say at least he's not that bad.
The free throw drops for Duncan.
But yeah, I mean, I think if he does future iterations, you can pretty much expect them to look like this. Like, it's not really going to get all that much better. And it's probably still going to use e-license. Because he probably hasn't learned like a more advanced there we go, a more advanced like programming language to try to put the game into. Even if he like rebuilt the engine, it's still like it still works. But yeah, I'm thinking it's like we're at the peak of what we're gonna get out of it. Wow, I'm a dummy. That isn't a Tyler quote. Oh my God. Hey. Extreme Warfare Deluxe was supposed to be the last one. Oh, Jesus. Probably too much money was made on it. You know what was kind of funny is just how easy e-license is to crack. Because I know a big part of it was that Steam... Because I know like the two main things for why they still use e-license is how like the fact that they can keep the money. Despite the fact that Steam has that built in where you can sell Steam keys. Like, you can sell Steam keys for your own game and get a bigger chunk of the money. All right, let's not destroy ourselves here. But then the other thing is piracy. Yeah, Steam only takes like 30% at most. And I know 30% is a good chunk if you're like a niche developer, but I bet you it probably pays more dividends in the basic idea that you can just buy the game on Steam and that it's much more visible on Steam. Like, I bet you, I would love to know how many more sales Out of the Park Baseball has gotten since they've started putting their stuff on Steam. I would love to know how much more money they've gotten since they put Out of the Park Baseball on Steam.
This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game.
Sharif. No, he wouldn't be able to put workshop compatibility in. I gotta turn this fan towards me. Oh boy, it's warm. Pearson Abdul Rahim named the players of the week. Oh, that's January 27th. Oh no, we are on January 27th. Derp. All right, let's go simulate through the date. Sim game. Nice win. Uh-oh. There's who got hurt. Here, let's get here each game. See if anything happens. One of Golden State's biggest stars just got injured. Who went down? It doesn't look like anyone. It just looks like maybe people are pissed off. They had like a 93. I don't know what happened. And the fact that maybe people have just had enough of being small-rolled people. I think 2010's also on Steam. But yeah. You know, TEW 2013 is on Steam. I think that's the only one. I'm pretty sure 2010's on there too. Music Man Wrestling, only major show in town and washed up. I wouldn't say he's washed up, but like I think what is happening is it's something that I realize because losing to the Hornets. But I think losing damn it, hang on. Pippen for Bibby? No. Bibby's young, Scotty's old. If I'm gonna get someone for Bibby, it's gonna be like at least a solid pick or something. Franchise hockey manager. I've thought about it. I just haven't got around to it. Oh, dude, what the fuck happened to Golden State? They crashed hard. What the fuck? Oh, Jordan's out. Well, that's not even fun anymore. You pissed off a lot of the bottom of your bench, and now Jordan's not playing. So there's no reason to play the Warriors anymore. We'll just have to stomp them. Wow, that was very close. Why to make a better product when there's no, yeah. I don't like. I feel like because I follow a lot of the Maximum and Access Football stuff. And yeah, that's one of the things is whenever people have complaints about like Maximum Football, it's like you got to remember it's made by like 3 people. Nah, let's not. I would like to see maybe who's in. Well, I don't care about the elites for sophomore games. Ryan Grant, Marcus Fises, no, no. But yeah, I think it's the thing that you start to see the limitations of only having one person who's doing it and sort of the limitations of that one person. Only one person named to the All-Star? I bet it was Sharif then. Weatherspoon for no. Let me see here. I guarantee it was where is it at? All-Star. Yep, Sharif. The fact that they didn't give Penny a spot is insanity to me. Oh, Lee Nalen got a Rising Stars spot. Okay. That's cool. Who are the participants and other? Jonathan Bender in the dunk contest. None of our dudes ended up in the 3-point contest. That's weird to think about. We have some pretty good guys. Who's on the Pelicans? Let me see. Who's on the Pelicans now? I was going to say, I think... oh, shit. Where are they at? There we go. Paul Pierce is running the show. I think he got MVP with them. Yeah, he got MVP. He's a 2-time All-Star, league leader in points. The year he got MVP is because he was basically carrying the team. And yeah, let's see here. Rasheed Wallace, Chris Gatling, Karl Malone, an aging Karl Malone, Oliver Miller, Michael Redd. Yeah, I was going to say Lee Mayberry somewhere in here too, because I know he signed with them. Anyhow, there you go. So Paul Pierce and Rasheed Wallace lead the Pelicans. Uh-oh. Did we get one of our guys hurt too? We're at a 91. What happened to our team? Duncan is hurt. 4 to 6 weeks with a hamstring injury. Well, there you go. Pfizer's going to get more minutes like he asked. Well, all right. This could be tougher now because we're facing a Hawks team minus Duncan. So, yeah, EWR 2.0 is... Yeah, EWR being released that long ago is just insane to think about. Let me see the Hawks. Let me see here. Ooh, I always liked those Hawks jerseys. Those are some nice Hawks jerseys. These aren't too bad, but I wanna put on one of these Hawks jerseys. Those were nice. There we go. All right. I dared to put the names of the testing team that tested. Wait, did he actually put the names of the people who tested the game? Oh boy, I don't think you want to do that because I know there was a lot of people who were not like on the subreddit, like on the Fantasy Bookers subreddit. I don't know what the Fantasy Bookers Discord. I know the GDS Discord is getting fucking modded hard, but the Fantasy Bookers Discord as well as the subreddit were Jesus Christ. Oh shit, Mirasan is here along with Blaylock and Bryant. Oh boy, we're gonna get fucking hammered. Q Basic was used for Extreme Warfare 1 in 95. That makes sense. He took it his own guy. Hit the minutes ruthless.
Another thing about his game that's really noticeable is how well he handles defensive
But
pressure when he's getting his shot off. He's a
Mookie Blaylock, a real player? Yes. Yes, he was. Yeah, everyone in this game, I believe, is a real player. Besides, like, some of the 25 overall guys that happen to show up. That's about it. But, yeah, a lot of the guys who actually make the rosters are real people.
You just have to understand what the situation is and push forward. Get your rotation set and try to figure out who's going to play where and when and start making your...
Fucking 7-7 Mirasan. There's not a lot we can do about this. Steve Austin shirt looking up panties at school. What are you assuming about me? You know, I didn't really become a weeb until like 5-6 years ago, maybe. I didn't really go into it very hard. Which is kind of funny because I talked to one of my friends I hadn't talked to in a few years, and he's like, I still kind of follow your Twitter, and really, I think you became a massive weeb. I'm like, yeah, I kind of did. Damn, dude. Okay.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Orlando moving the ball around from 8. And the
Hey, there we go.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint.
This is what we get for not having Duncan. We can't have... Duncan would be great to deal with Mirasan, but we don't have that.
pass to Kobe. They set the screen.
Oh, shit.
And good on the basket. Book it.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they...
Damn it.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes
Come on,
possession.
Penny.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
So just over a minute and a half played. Back to Odom.
What was going on? I feel like we got lost here somewhere. I know at some point I was going to talk about the fact that the last day and a half for me has been rough because I spent like $90 on a package that said it got delivered but then it didn't. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. I don't know if I'm ever going to get my package or if if they're going to have to resend some. And the fact that it's Etsy means it's just a single person. It's not like a big company who will be like, oh, yeah, no, we'll resend you something. Like, I don't know if that's a thing. And then yesterday, by the way, all these complaints are like the epitome of first world problems. I understand that. Every last one of these complaints are first world problems. I ordered DoorDash, ordered a couple pizzas because why not? And the guy called me, made sure I lived where I lived, and I made sure to tell him. And I waited out there for like 10 minutes and realized that he delivered it to the wrong apartment. So I tried to get my money back from DoorDash, and they were going to give me credits. This is like $35, and I haven't even gotten the money. So I'm thinking that they probably maybe asked the guy. He's like, "Oh yeah, no, I totally delivered it. I don't know what they're doing." So I'm probably not going to get that money back. So one of my neighbors got some free pizza last night, and a shitty DoorDash driver who can't read numbers and letters got $5 in tips for delivering to the wrong place. A couple pizzas. Who's the lucky girl? Piece of shit. Damn it. And the air blowing. You know what's kind of funny when you talk about panty shots and all that? Why did you fail that hard? But no, I didn't spend no money on used panties. But it's kind of funny that you mentioned that because one of the guys that used to make videos doing reviews of anime. There was a moment where he was reviewing an anime that had like a skirt blowing up and showing panties, and he's like, if Marilyn Monroe were alive to see the mess that she caused. Damn it. One of those guys being proud of it. Wait, what? Remember being on the 420chan Discord and one of the guys being proud they got Maki Ito's used? But wait, did she sell them or did they get something out of it? I have not heard about Maki Ito and anyone getting used panties. I've not heard one iota about that. Oh shit.
There's really no excuse. I don't know how many times we've seen it, especially when Clark, it's time
the
for
hell?
the playoffs. The winners usually make their free throws.
Oh, winners usually make their free throws. I'm like, what is commentary all upset about now? Yeah, it's weird to see Kobe on the Hawks.
It's Kevin, not Watson.
Okay, well, Kevin Watson.
It was weird to see Kobe on the Hawks when it first happened. Now it's just weird to see Kobe alive. It's very sad. Ah, damn it. Hey, D Miller 139, 4 Raiders. Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer.
He said she sold them secretly.
He feeds it to Bibby.
Damn, maybe I need to follow more Joshi on Twitter.
Yeah, and he's a bomber. I mean, that's what I
Oh, you can't confirm that it's her. Okay, so this might have been before she got big. I don't know. Or she's leveraging the fact that she's got a big Western audience to ship these things out. I'm waiting for the day. By the way, what a conversation to have this raid come in on. An extra 4 people. I hope that they are okay with degenerate conversations, because boy did we just start one just as soon as he got here. Come on, make some A+ shots. God damn it. Was Kobe drafted by the Hawks? I think he was. No, he was a rookie when we started, so he was on the Lakers. It's just he got signed by the Hawks, I think, when his rookie contract ran up.
Orlando's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Here's Abdul Rahim.
Hey, there we go.
is some real serious dime dropping there.
Oh,
Exquisite
shit.
assist.
Of course. No, where's that mean? Oh, no. Uh-oh. I fear what you're about to do here.
We expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
I was gonna say, like I'm imagining the day that we just see some like white dude, some balding white dude with just panties on his head. He's like, you get 3 guesses as to which Joshi this was. Like, oh god, what the fuck is going on?
Clark, the defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
Here's Daniels. Quiet so far.
No, you know what you should find. I don't know if they ever made a GIF of it, where of the blonde blonde woman, the blonde woman at what was it, GDQ, who sat in like a front row seat, and they had the camera like on the audience because they were changing games, and the woman gets up and leaves, and then like the dude next to her is just like on his knees and sniffs her chair. Like I think they tried to play it off as like, oh no, he was just reaching for something underneath the chair. It's like there was nothing underneath the chair. He was just getting a good whiff of that seat.
So many times tonight, the energy in this building has gone from one way to the other. That's good.
There we go. Pfizer's working. Pfizer's working.
The Hawks shooting to start out this
Definitely
game.
weren't talking about Jay White being knife pervert. Well, there's a whole lot of perversion here.
Daniels dishes to Mason. Barkley.
Oh,
It's off his leg.
nope. Oh, come on now.
Hit the ball.
I wonder how like notable, like widespread that is.
Tie game.
Maybe amongst like lower tier. Wait, Charles Barkley is on the team too?
On 2K Sports.
Wait, Charles Barkley's on the team, but he's not even like he's not even in the starting lineup. I guess it is 2001 Charles Barkley. That's much different than 95 Charles Barkley. Don't mind the text, just look. Oh no.
The Los Angeles Lakers go up against
Oh god.
United Center. It's the real deal.
It's a good meme nonetheless, but especially the dude licking the fucking desk after she sits on. I like just the fact that it's got an ass print too, so it's just like Jesus Christ.
What do you think about their performance?
Big boost from their bench there, guys, in that first quarter. They did a nice job coming in and really giving this team a lift.
Yeah, it's a nice attribute to have. Firepower coming off the pine early. That's good stuff.
And now brought to you by Gatorade.
I'm imagining if a lot of the booths that they opened up, because a whole lot of like I think lower tier Japanese wrestlers are getting out their own like little stores and all that. Like I haven't seen New Japan wrestlers, probably because it's all, you know, everything there is kind of like WWE stuff where it's all controlled by them, but the lower tier ones are all kind of putting out their own little web shops.
Still anybody's game, though.
And Orlando making it.
God forbid they
Here's Naylor, guarded by Mason.
God forbid they just don't even like,
From the low block.
come on.
It's off. Hawks shooting the ball at 42%.
Come beyond lurk for the stream. Hope things have been good. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the bits too.
Lewis covering. And
Greatly
there's the
appreciate that
Mason.
as well. Maybe it'll take me less than, at this rate, it might actually take me less than 3 years to get paid the next time from Twitch to get $100.
Inside.
Damn it.
Stolen away. Passes to Mason.
I wonder how many like new OnlyFans accounts have been created since the pandemic. I want to know if there's like a spike in a spike in like OnlyFans and Patreon accounts since this pandemic started. Like, oh no, we need to monetize the hell out of this now.
The league in field goal percentage. He always gets
What do I think
good
about all
looks.
the WWE releases this year? Probably unnecessary. I say unnecessary. Like, okay, unnecessary in the fact that they needed to get rid of a bloated roster. Unnecessary at the timing.
Safe option. It's a great option.
So that's probably a good way to say it. It's unnecessary timing, but it was definitely needed at some point to just start kind of cutting fat.
Making a switch here. Alston's checked in. Backs him down.
Uh-huh.
The fadeaway.
Ah,
Nice spin off
all
the
right.
left rim and in.
That was goofy, but you know what? He made it, so it's fine.
For Atlanta.
That's what I'm going to do. It's just going to be all post play today.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
It'll be interesting to see which one of those, how many of them maybe end up in a place like New Japan or AEW. I bet you Zack Ryder will end up in AEW. Rusev probably should too.
That's blocked.
I don't know if EC3 will. He might just go back to Impact. They'll probably treat him well there.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Boy, the defense just backing off.
AEW's already got a younger version of EC3, so they probably don't need another.
Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. The
Uh-oh.
Magic shooting their first free throws of the night.
What did you do?
Impressive free throw shooting as a team this season.
You make the joke, but I don't know if you know the girls that you put in there, but they're from one of my absolute favorite shows. So
And he makes the first. And the Hawks making a change here.
I'm not gonna say you didn't pick a great
That one misses, so he goes
a great set of anime
Atlanta's
girls
gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
for this joke, but in particular, it's arguably one of my favorite shows ever that you picked them from.
He dishes it to Odom. Brown's there. The shot by
It's
Odom.
also one that's got a crazy amount of fan art.
And that certainly is below par for him. His team is
Hey,
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. I mean, that was a very
I had one of my friends. I had like a shirt with those characters on them, and the K-On! Girls. And I had a friend of mine who pointed at the shirt with the K-On! Girls on them, and he's like, "I don't know who these girls are, and I've never seen the show that they're on, but I've definitely masturbated to them before."
They really challenged him.
Damn it!
It's stolen by Odom. Number 10. And it's
Oh shit! Look at that block! Holy hell! Who the hell was that? Who was that blocked that so crazy? Oh, who was that? Alston. Dude, the way he came up. Because Alston was so far. Look how far away he was when he did that. And then he gets around and just bam. Holy Jesus. Boom. That thing is gone.
keep the ball here.
Taking a look
Gallows and
here.
Anderson, New Japan, Revolver to AEW, Zach to AEW. Cody said he wanted him, maybe Rusev to ROH. I guess Rusev to ROH would work.
And he's just been so consistent from the foul line, ranking in the top 15.
I guess it depends.
And Steve, you mentioned his unbelievable points per game ranking. I mean, this guy
I feel like ROH is far from a destination at this point, but maybe Marty Scurll will change that. Who knows?
Again, missing. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Yeah. Hardaway's good at bringing it inside.
defender a little hesitant to offer
Just kind of driving to the hoop there.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what, a basket.
All right, we're starting to find our rhythm here.
Kobe attacking.
Ah, okay.
Wide left.
That's right. I forgot Mirasan's pretty lazy.
Out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics.
All right,
At least
ISO.
as I look at it.
Here's Hardaway.
Ah, damn it.
On the shot and 2 free throws for the contact
Damn it.
there.
Am I planning on signing any of the WWE released WWE stars in TEW 2020?
Big pass, big
Certainly not right away because they're probably too expensive.
And also, he's one of those guys who can
They probably would cost too much money to bring in at first.
Magic making a switch here.
I feel like a lot of them would also probably be too old by the time I would have enough money to bring them in.
than in the first quarter. And that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Atlanta calls
I want to
timeout.
see all. Wait, I want to see all the WWE fans who said give it time, so you can.
They're starting to force some
My
of these
people.
shots.
And that can snowball.
Sanity, give it
One
time.
guy
Matt
takes
Hardy,
a
give it.
bad
Yeah,
shot, then another guy
everything.
does, and you
everything is like, oh, see, it's a slow burn. It's like, no, they're kind of flying by the seat of their pants here. And they just sort of stumble across something cool every once in a while. It's like Kofi Mania was never supposed to happen. They just happened to fall ass backwards into a great story.
Yeah, they are, and they need to come up with a rally-wrecking play here to stop this run.
Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Look at Orlando. They are the favorite right now to lock up the number 1 seed come playoff.
James Ellsworth and give him the face of the company. The fuck?
Going to be slowing down at all. And of course,
Yeah, I'm gonna make a special kind of promotion. It's gonna be Ellsworth, fucking, what's his name? Chasin' Rants. Rob Feinstein's gonna run it. It's just gonna be a horrific promotion. I don't get it. They don't even have a women's division yet. They're hiring a bunch of 15-year-old girls to be on the show.
and the layup's good off the glass.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous
Hey, there we go.
and alertness.
The Hawks trail by 6. He kicks it to Kobe. And again, it's Atlanta.
All right, let's see what we can do here.
Corners here in the second quarter.
That's ISO. Whoops.
Here's Bender.
Do it again. Ah, you kidding me? It's a nice A+ shot right there.
Quarter's been pretty embarrassing, just 27%.
Ugh.
Kobe with a screen on
Do a
Harden.
local to go in 2020 like I did in 2016. Yes, I will be doing that. I've kind of already looked at like new databases to see who I might, the kind of people like I would end up using in the game.
Gave him there, fellas.
So I kind of already have a basic idea of who would end up in my
Instant offenses, the
who would end up in
six
my
of these
company.
guys, the highest scoring shooting guards of the past month. Second, Kobe Bryant.
And this is the cream of the crop at the 2-guard spot. And strictly in terms of
All right, he's really loose on me, so I'm just gonna pop that up.
break down opposing defenses.
You got to guard me tighter,
They
Mookie.
are so attack-minded and come at you
Actually, I don't think that was
aggressive.
Mookie. I think that was Kobe.
They're players that can carry a team offensively for long stretches of a game.
Here's Jackson.
Ah, damn it.
Screen and lays it up and in.
Any hints as to those people? I mean, a lot of people you probably wouldn't know.
Textbook pick, but he still managed
I was looking at a lot of people, and I'm like, yeah.
Hawks trail by
It's
3.
just not a lot of known people, I think. Not a lot of people I even remember at this point. I do, if I remember right,
5 seconds left.
I think one or two of the people
Barkley grabs
are old Hawkeye Pro people.
he was close
Like, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, they didn't really move anywhere in life, in the wrestling world, so I can just use them again. Yeah, I'm trying to remember who, but I can't remember. Kind of, I'd say kind of the same thing with the Joshi promotion. The Joshi promotion might have a couple people that were maybe used in Hawkeye Pro. Actually, I don't think hardly any of them are actually going to be that, because a lot of them are at least kind of known at this point. Like, it's not like I can use Kyrie and EO and Mayu and all them at this point. Of all the Stardom girls and roster speaking backstage, Ron Simmons actually says damn, because I don't know what the hell they're saying. Just use an English-speaking road agent trying to talk to a bunch of Japanese girls. None of them understand each other.
Kobe's got 9 points now in the quarter. Second quarter ends in a tight one.
All right.
Magic
Where are we at? 39-36.
We'll have the start of the third quarter for you shortly. But first, it's the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome to the halftime
Shit, water's
report
gone.
with a close contest going
Both
on
have desk
for the
imprints or
American
feet licking. Those are. Well, I don't want to give away any spoilers as to what my first two angles will be in the, in the promotion. My first. I don't want to talk about my big storyline plans. Alpha, no, I think it was Alpha Junior. I think Alpha Junior was one of the guys.
Kobe has the game high, 13 points, and he's been making some nice contributions on the glass too. Checking out some of the
Or at least he was in the running for like people that I was looking at.
76ers. Big advantage out there in the third, and another game going on for the Warriors over.
Let's see. Can I pop up the? No, I can't pop up the
2 points up. They're in the third. And a look
thing
here
right
at the
now.
other NBA action. The
Let me see
Chicago
here.
Bulls trailing Toronto.
Nope, that's
out
Hawkeye
in
Pro.
Toronto,
Ah,
about
shit.
midway through the third out there.
Just keep it going.
Wrap things up for me here in the studio. Thanks so
No,
much,
just
John
keep it
Davis.
going.
Now let's get back
I'm
to the
testing
Steph
something.
Curry for the
Oh
second
fuck,
half
that's
of
not what I
play.
want.
The Sprint halftime
That's not what I
report
want.
presented by Sprint.
No, keep
And we
talking.
welcome you back with a beautiful view of downtown Miami and the sparkling American Airlines Arena.
Well, Kobe had a great quarter. 13 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
Oh, I see who it is. You know, it's almost sad and funny at the same time when I look at it and go, oh, I know the Hawkeye Pro guy that I was looking at it, because of course he hasn't gotten anywhere in his fucking career in 4 years, 5 years.
Backstory of the stats.
Oh, shit.
Kobe Bryant, 10th in scoring, 18.
I think Alpha Junior actually. No, I think he was a possibility, but fucking now I remember Cody Hall.
Become a top 10 scorer, Steve, without a variety of offensive moves and a whole bunch of tricks in your bag. So he makes
That's right.
it for
Oh yeah, that's right. Cody Hall hasn't done just hasn't done a whole lot in 5 years.
Atlanta shooting under 40% all in all for the game.
I'm wondering if his time in DDT is considered more noteworthy than his time in Noah.
There's the
I don't know.
Stackhouse.
He did about as much in both.
Coming off an assist by Kobe. Stackhouse has got 5 now.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Abdur-Rahim
There we go.
gets the jumper from the corner to fall. And the Magic lead by 4.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Was an Alpha Junior member legacy? Yes, he was Manu
And it's Orlando with the rebound.
for like a second. Yes.
That pick just couldn't
Wasn't Deuce Sim Snuka? Wasn't he a member of Legacy too?
room service delivery right there, fellas.
I forget if he was or not. I want to say Sim Snuka was as well.
Here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Gets the bucket.
Remember, Cody Hall is a fuck up.
talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-point.
I know.
Bibby dishes to Hardaway. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer.
Him getting yellow fever.
Hardaway has got 14 points for the game. Odom on the wing.
Calling out Mochi. Oh, I always forget about that.
Is the Magic
I always forget about the fact that he was like.
coming to schedule for the Orlando
I always forget about how he called fucking Mochizuki shit.
and that concludes
It's like, oh yeah, this Mochi guy has shitty kicks. It's like, dude, it's fucking Mochizuki. You
to
don't,
the middle. Here's Alston. Lamar Odom pulls
you
it
don't know.
He's got 6 rebounds in the game. Down low, smooth as silk on the finger roll.
You're not better in the ring than Mochi.
That one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Oh.
Nalon against Odom. And
Hey, look at that.
A nice start
That
to the
turnaround
second
was
half.
nice. I need to start doing that. That turnaround fadeaway more.
number 10.
I don't know if he really got yellow fever or if he was just mocking Chris Dickinson for it
Odom on the wing. He's
and then
had
making
some points.
coronavirus
No
jokes.
scoring yet from him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Kobe. From deep. Gets it to go.
Boy, they have been terrific from beyond the arc here in the
I was to
second
say, was that a big part of like what pissed people off? Because I thought it was the.
Three-point bomb
I can't remember what part of it really got him in hot water with fans.
Over the back here. Too much contact.
Well, I love the fact fact that he's fighting hard on the boards, but
Knowing how you'd
you
work
gotta
a
be
show,
smart
you'd
too.
let
Over the
Ellsworth
back,
come to
that's
the
an
ring,
easy
start
call
the show,
there.
and invite every
Well,
kid to
that's
the
a
crowd.
result of poor position under the
Come on
glove.
in the ring, kids.
At least you can't fault him for being passive. He was trying to be aggressive there.
Here is Daniels.
We're going to play a game called Red Rover. We're going to get the boys on this side, the girls on this side. I'm going to take the girls on this side. We got a special guest on the boys' side. Please welcome Patrick Clark, formerly known as Velveteen Dream. I think that ended up being I don't think it's been proven either way, because if I remember right, there might be reasons for it, but I think the person who accused him of a lot of stuff, like, deleted all their stuff, just like wiped out their entire social media. But
And the Magic lead by 4.
His shooting is outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Ellsworth still wrestling, doing something like at Age. I don't know. I don't know if he was still like, I knew he was still doing some indie shows, I think. It's sometimes it's really weird sometimes. Like, it really takes a lot for indie promotions to not sign to not use, like, former WWE talent. Like, I know Ricardo Rodriguez was going, he's had, like, some bad mental health. It seemed poor Ricardo Rodriguez seems to, like, really have some CTE issues. A lot of CTE related issues, but I do know that I think there's definitely indies who are still booking Rodriguez. This, depending on how on and off the days would be with him, I guess. I assume people are still using, like, Big Cass whenever he's still around. Like, if he wants to get booked. Oh, damn. That was awful.
Atlanta's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Akwebu passes to Kobe. Now the feed to Daniels.
Uh-oh. Are you about to show me something terrible?
Back to Kobe. Kobe gets a screen from Akwebu.
I don't like a link to a Twitter,
And he hits it to tie the
and then I see /photo.
Kobe's got 10 points in the quarter.
Hearing what I've heard, rumors of what I've heard.
He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
3-pointer. And again, it's
Hey.
I'm not sure who
All
was
right,
supposed to
let me
pick
take
him up,
just a
but
quick look at
somebody's
this.
gonna get an earful from
It's
the
gonna
coach
be
for leaving him that wide open.
he passes to Daniels. To the inside.
Oh,
Here's
no.
Mason. And he banks on the layup.
I like how both Chris Brooks and Chris Dickinson are like, oh, Cody, no. Like, because I know Brooks was kind of hanging out with Cody Hall during, like, his DDT stuff.
Able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Passes it to Kobe for the lead. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Outside Hardaway.
So yeah, I figured Chris Brooks would be a little bit. He's probably a good. Oh my God. Okay, so he can't do a lot of those types of shots.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to
I'm not
see.
blaming Chris, but I was hoping that perhaps Chris Brooks's basic
Two free throws coming up.
basic respect would rub off on Cody a little bit more, especially how long Cody's been in Japan wrestling too.
5 in that department.
But nope.
No good on that one. And the Magic making a change here.
Was Legacy the last stable Orton was in? I mean, I think the Wyatt family is maybe what counts more.
No good.
I'm sure he
Wyatt family was definitely even if he was mostly in it to, like, tear it down, like, he was still in it.
Brown dishes to Williams. The
Oh shit.
That's good.
That was nice. That was
13
smooth.
points in the game.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're
And it wasn't really it really wasn't a long stable at all. I don't think you can even call it a stable. That thing he had with the revival, the FTR KO. I don't even think you would consider that. But Wyatt family definitely would, I believe, would count.
Williams passes to Brown. Left side, Brown.
Ah,
Misses. The Hawks trailing. They can look forward to the Rockets arena after this matchup to take on Houston.
come on,
It's game one
come
of a
on.
three-game road trip.
You know the fans out in Toronto are really hoping for a win for their Raptors.
Back to Odom.
I want to protect the paint. I want to protect the paint.
It's hauled in by Brown.
Damn it.
Brown's
Damn it.
rebound tonight. Stackhouse, good.
Oh, this is a pain. This is a pain.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark.
Shit. Can you guys not fuck up?
They're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
Nalon passes to
You got it this time. Why? A+ shot. Why? You can't get much better than that.
no good.
Ah.
In Atlanta. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming
You
your
think
way on
AEW
2K
reunite
Sports.
Harper and Rowan? Probably not. I don't know if they'll spend money on getting Rowan there.
Friday, February 20th.
Why does? Oh yeah, that's right. Rowan did get released too. I forgot about that. Rowan got released as well. Don't advertise someone who's not available right now. Tell us more horny stories. I don't know if I have anything left.
Hawks shooting at a decent 44% clip here. They've got Kobe.
I feel like sleeping again. I took a nap when I got home from work. It's a bad habit, but it was so necessary today because I've gotten so used to sleeping till like 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning with like my 9 days off, that going back to work and having to wake up at like 6 is just, it's not brutal, but it definitely is for the first couple of days, just having to like reset your clock, your internal clock to be up at 6.
With the jump hook.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Bibby. And it's Orlando with
There we go.
Bibby's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall. Hitting he dishes it to Kobe.
They'd show up to see Duncan, not see him starting.
The pick gave him
Wait,
all
what?
he needed, and he
Oh,
knocks down
Duncan,
the
yeah.
game. Kobe's got 14 points now in the second half. Bibby passes to Lewis. Outside Hardaway.
They pay to see all the threes. That's what they pay to see here.
The Hawks trail by 3.
As long as we make a good chunk of them.
Covering, and out of
There
bounds
you
is
go.
the
Good job.
Magic. Will gain possession.
He set a pick for his own man.
Coming now for the Hawks. They can look forward to the Rockets arena after this matchup to take on Houston. And that one will start off a 3-game road
I
trip.
bought I tried to use a new controller that I got in the mail today. I got the what was it, the 8-bit dough Switch Pro controller.
Good ball movement here by the Magic.
It definitely I haven't checked it yet as a pro controller, but I think it definitely depends on how it gets set up on Steam here as to how well it works with certain games. It probably works better with like
Orlando making a change here.
games that aren't 7 years old at this point. Because this game seemed to have an issue trying to get it to work, so I just fired up. I just plugged in my Xbox One controller because it works for sure. But damn it!
Great job. Take it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
And the
There
first
we
one
go.
comes.
All right, we're starting to pull away a little bit. We got a 6-point lead. That's good. Less than 6 minutes to go, as long as we don't fuck this up.
Foul in this half.
100% since halftime, is that right?
You want to get TW 2020 minutes out Is it better than 2016? You know, for all the complaints about the user interface, and it really is an eyesore. Skins will help out with the eyesore, and I think just kind of navigating the menus and figuring out where everything is will eventually help it. I think eventually it'll. Oh, balls! There we go. I think eventually people get used to it. And I think the benefits of gameplay for 2020 outweigh the negatives of some of the little minor things graphically. And also, there's programs to help out with the whole what is it? Because I talked about it on I put it on my Twitter. The program called Resomatic that allows you to take a program and make that program specifically just whatever size you want the screen to be, and that has helped out immensely. So that I can keep God damn it, Pfizer. So that I can keep my monitor at 1080, and then I could just downsize the screen for just like TEW and WMMA5, so that I can play it pretty much full screen. So that is very helpful. I like it. It's like a 15-year-old. It's like a 15-year-old program too. Like the earliest things I've seen about it is from like 2005 or something like that. There was like the 2.0 version of it, and you know, like it hasn't been updated in like 7 years. But it's such a simplistic program that like doesn't matter at this point. God, Pfizer just. Oh, I gotta stop giving it to him. He can't do a lot of post play right now. By the way, what's up, TLF? Yeah, I feel like it has been a while. I haven't. Hey, let's go. There we go. Ain't miss much Duncan. Got hurt. He passed the All-Star break. Yeah, I was gonna get up to the All-Star break, and then the Warriors started dropping in overall, and then Jordan got hurt, and Jordan's been out for a few weeks. So there's no reason to face the Warriors if Jordan's not around. A while for you is like 9 months. Jesus. All right. What did you send me in a link? Oh. That's a good picture. There we go.
Magic leading by 3. Bibby dishes to Hardaway. That's good.
I've got some memes on my phone that are very similar to that, which is kind of funny. It's just it's similar in vein to something like that. The Hawks are trying to form 2019 Lakers. They already got Kobe and Odom. Just like I've been trying to form the 2002 Kings. I had Bibby and Scott Pollard. Chris Webber's just a little too good to try to trade for him. I think I probably could have been able to get Doug Christie and Vlade Divac, but I just settled for Bibby and Pollard. Damn it. Artini trophy on the line against Taiji Sabay negotiate shot at the heavyweight title in trade for Father Kingston happening. Oh, both happening at Your Damnation. Interesting.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with Sammy's opportunity trophy. I didn't have quite an idea.
Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Hardaway.
Maybe my best bet probably would have been I would have kept it. I would have kept it for him till like anniversary 6, and then just had him cash in advance to get a guaranteed main event shot at anniversary 6. I think that'd be interesting. When I'm going to stream again after this, I don't know. Probably within a few days. I guess it really depends. They're really it's a mess right now at work because we're getting a lot of mail, not just for us in our area, but we're getting mail from like other areas. Because of lockdowns and everything else, we're getting a lot of stuff from, Detroit and Chicago and all these other places that can't really run mail nearly as much. So we're just getting like 3 buildings worth of mail. So it's just crazy. So every night, hey, you want to stay late 4 hours, work 12-hour days, 12-hour days, 12-hour days, huh? Want to work 12-hour days? You want to work 12-hour days, don't you? Come on.
Guarded by Hardaway. Odom backing down. The dish to Stackhouse. Shot clock at 5. Outside, Kobe. Pulls it up.
So, yeah.
And he swishes it right through.
Good heel turn, didn't win any titles. His last push was what, NXT? Yeah, they've never done a whole lot with, all right, Pfizer, you get another chance here. All right, well, that's what I get. That's what I get. Kurt Angle saying Corbin lacks charisma. He has no future.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the final quarter. So he gets the whistle.
Fantastic.
2 shots coming up.
Where the hell you work? Post office. It's usually just what I say.
Alston's checked in.
It feels like a lot to get into because post office is a good way to just talk about it. Yeah. So we're getting a lot of parcels. Yeah. The I guess the upside to that is that I still am considered an essential employee, so I still have my job and everything like that. But yeah, we're getting crazy amounts of work because everyone's just ordering shit at home. You're bored at home, dude. I feel you. My roommate has been laid off for like 3 weeks now, 4 weeks almost. I think he got laid off at the beginning of the month. So yeah, he's been laid off like all month, and he's like ready to go back to work. He's like, I'm pretty much ready to go back to work. He's been spending like 12 hours a day playing Conan Exiles on Xbox One, and after seeing footage of Conan Exiles on Xbox One, I didn't realize how buggy of a game that is. Oh, he's gotta make it. Not enough. That was close. I like the guys like bumping chess and bumping chess with Murasan. It's just he's so much bigger than him.
This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now,
let me see this here. Here we go. Where are we at? Penny had it. Nah, we'll go to the next one. All right. Jermaine O'Neal and Isaiah Ryder for Penny Hardaway and Fred Hoiberg. That is not even close to a good trade. Are you kidding me? Jermaine O'Neal, like, they're both kind of good because I see it kind of like I get rid of Penny, but and Hoiberg kind of balances out the fact they're both in the 80s, but no. Let's see here. I forgot this is also the time where Tyronn Lue is a player. It's just interesting seeing Tyronn Lue in a fucking jersey. Magic Edge Hawks behind Penny's 28. Kobe Bryant. Dude, Kobe Bryant was the only one who scored more than 10 points. Jerry Stackhouse went 4 for 13. Everyone else just sucked. Holy shit. I mean, we had 3 guys. Nayland actually put down 17. That's pretty good. How badly did Pfizer do? 2 for 10. I really should have stopped trying to give him shots. Probably would have been a little bit easier to win. So, yeah, 39-13 overall. Okay. Let's see. Where am I going to stop here? Not going to stop there or there. Lakers. Let's see if the Lakers keep up who they got right now. Alston and Mike James for Bibby. No, I don't need Mike James. Continue. Summit. All right. So I guess since we're down a little bit, Lakers would be a team to go after. Who's on the Lakers? Shaq, Gugliotta, Damon Stoudemire, Larry Hughes, Artest, Jamal Crawford. I thought, Van Exel must have left. They got a lot of pissed off dudes on their team. I'm gonna tell you. I feel like it's easy, but Shaq might be an issue. I don't think there's much of a reason to play the Pelicans, though, unfortunately, right now. They're still far below where I'd want them to be. So I guess we'll do that. I guess we'll probably stop there. And then next time we can do that, and probably the Suns. The Rockets have gone way down as well. The Rockets have also crashed. Why is every team crashing all of a sudden? Oh, the Knicks are up there. The Knicks are at 90. That's pretty good. The Bulls have kind of crashed right now. So there's still a handful of games left to play. We've only played 12 games this season, according to this. So we still got a few that we can play before the end of the season. So we'll go ahead and save. I don't know exactly what I'm going to play after this. I'll probably play something. I just don't know what. But hey, 41-13. We've only lost 2 games this month. Then again, there's not a lot of games that we've played. But we're still, conference ranking first, power ranking first. We're 5.5 games ahead of the Hornets in our division. I want to see. We're going to be sitting in the conference. Yeah, 5.5 games in the lead. Oh, damn, dude. The Suns are actually doing better than we are at 46-14. Jesus Christ. 6.5 games ahead of the Mavericks, who are actually doing quite good themselves. But then everyone else is just down here. The Suns are killing it right now. Who's on the Suns? I forget who's on the Suns now. Oh, Jason Kidd, Grant Hill, Person Mercer, Jalen Rose. Jesus Christ. Antonio Davis is hurt right now, but he'd be up there too. Good Lord. Just that 1-2 punch of Jason Kidd and Grant Hill is just gross. And then you add in, you can have Person Mercer, Jalen Rose. They don't have a solid. I'm trying to see. They don't really have a solid power forward guy. That's the one thing they have. They have Antonio Davis, who could play power forward or center. I guess Isaac Austin could be the center then. So they're a little thick in the shooting guard, small forward department. Unfortunately, some of these guys probably have to sit. I don't know. Oh, Ron Mercy's still a prospect, so he's going to be pissed off next year if he doesn't get traded. Jalen Rose being a sixth man, being happy to be a sixth man is insane to think about. Snowboard Kids a game again? Oh boy. I'll probably find something. I wanna save it one more time just to be safe. There we go. All right. So, hey, we're doing pretty good. We're almost to the end of February. I should check real quick to make sure there's not any contract extensions. Just Bender, and he's ineligible, so that's fine. Not a problem. So, either way, that's it there. I'll figure out something to do on stream here for you guys who are here live. If you are watching this on YouTube, I thank you very much for continuing to watch. I hope to see you again next time.